Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this. Know that I appreciate you. It is I, Coach Jay, also known as Juaitan Robinson, and I am a spiritual life purpose and women's empowerment partner. In short, that means that I am a life coach with a focus on women, their pain, their purpose, and their power. And earlier today, I did a live about not beating yourself up over what you get accomplished during this quarantine. And earlier this year, I did a video about not beating yourself up over what you did not get accomplished in 2019. And I posted that actually just recently. So I wanted to be a little bit more concise in what I am saying. So we see and we hear people saying, especially in the beginning, people have said what it is that we should accomplish during this time of quarantine, during this time of shelter in place, during this time of staying home. Whether we're working from home or if we are on furlough, waiting for the time to go back to work, or we're home from school because we cannot be in a school, be in the facility. We've got a lot of people telling us what it is that we should be accomplishing during that time. And even I myself have said that during this time, if you've always wanted to write a book, now is the time to do it. But what I have found is that people don't understand that sometimes, even though you have seemingly nothing but time, you really don't have the time at all. Because you've got children that have been home from school. You've got, if you're married or have a significant other, you've got them, they've been home from work. Or you, even though we are in this period of stay at home, may be considered an essential employee. I've also done a video about the essential employee, and I'll get that, if it's not posted already, I'll make sure that it gets up there. But you may be considered an essential employee, therefore you don't have all of the time that everybody else has. So because you're still going to work, you're still trying to teach your children, you're still tending to your household. Or it could be that you, like myself, have a loved one in the household that you must take care of. And prior to all of this happening, you actually had someone from the outside taking care of them. And now that's not possible because you don't want someone from the outside in your home at the moment. So while we have all of these people, including myself, telling us what it is that we should be doing in this time, know that I understand that everybody's time isn't the same. Everybody's time isn't the same. I am a part of several groups on Facebook, specifically. I was going to say social media, but specifically Facebook. And one of the things in one of the groups that was mentioned is that we should have at least 10 to 15 minutes per day, preferably longer, but 10 to 15 minutes per day, where we are dedicating it to our thing, whatever it is, our business, our schooling, whatever endeavor it is. Specifically in this case, it would be business because it is a business group. That we should have 10 to 15 minutes a day that we are dedicated to that business, because that is all it takes, is that 10 to 15 minutes of time per day to do something for our business. Well, if you're like me, or you are the parent that is homeschooling until, who knows when, until the technical, until school ends technically. Or if you're the one taking care of the loved one because the outside help cannot come. Or if you are still a full-time employee and still have all of the other things to take care of. Your time isn't like everybody else's time. I know that when I get up in the morning at 6 o'clock, what I do from 6 to about 6:30 is I study my devotionals, and then I get myself ready for work. And if I have time before I walk out the door, because I still have a 9 to 5, if I have time before I walk out the door, I spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes 20 if I get lucky, on some things that I need to spend time on. But most times it's me getting up at 6, doing my devotional, getting myself ready for work, and I'm out the door by 7:30, and then my entire day is spent in someone else's company. And when I get off at 5 or 5:30, depending on what's going on, or 6 o'clock, depending on what it is that I want to do, I get off of work. The last thing that I am thinking about doing is getting work done for myself. The one thing that I am concentrating on when I get off work and I'm going home, I'm at home finally, is relaxing, resting, getting myself to come down from everything that has happened in the day. And then it's time for me to cook dinner, and then it's time for me to, I tend to the dog. I have to get him out and walk. I cook dinner. I get the house together. I tend to my husband's needs because he is home disabled. He is disabled. So there are things that I have to do for him when I get home. So I understand that your time isn't like everybody else's time. So don't beat yourself up if you don't come out of this situation, this crisis, with your PhD in whatever. Don't beat yourself up if the things that you had hoped to get accomplished the first half of this year aren't done because this good old COVID-19 interfered with you being able to do that. Don't beat yourself up if this wonderful endeavor, this wonderful venture, this wonderful whatever it was, this idea that you had that you wanted to get taken care of isn't taken care of, because your time isn't like everybody else's time. And sometimes things happen, situations, things happen that prevent you from doing what it is that you intended to do. So don't let anyone bully you. Don't let anyone, make you feel bad about not getting something done. Don't let anyone pressure you. If it's not done, it's not done. It's okay. Make the time when you have the time to get things done that you want to get done. And breathe easy. It's cool. No worries. Peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose and know that I appreciate you.